Hello everyone. So glad that you're here with me today. This is Maggie. Thank you for stopping by. Today we are back for our last prompt for this week, which is lace. And this is, of course, July Junk Journal Challenge 2025, hosted by Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland. Thank you again, Lee. I really do think that everybody is really enjoying this. I know that I am. Before I get started on today's prompt, I want to give some shout outs to a wonderful group of fellow crafters. Betty Ann, Sarah Harmony, Selena, T. Williamson, J. Bird's Journey, Leon Jones, 598, Lee, Susan Gazaway, and Gwen. Thank you, ladies, so much. Your comments mean more than I can tell you on many different levels, so thank you, thank you. Also, I've got a new subscriber that I can see on my list, Sassy Southern NC Girl. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching my channel, Sassy. I really do appreciate it. So, all right, let's get started on today's prompt. Today's prompt is lace, and rather than just put my page together, I enjoy making it and videoing it. I get some sense of pleasure and joy out of that. I'm not sure why, but so we're going to get started. Hopefully I can get through this quickly. We've got some out-of-town guests coming today, so yeah. One of those days. So last night I sat down and decided to play with my watercolors, and I love to do the wet on wet technique where you put your watercolor, I spray paper my paper and then add my wet watercolor to it. I love to watch how the colors just kind of migrate, and then as you add more colors they can join together and you can mix them. I love doing that. So I made this as my base page, and I have some lace here. I pulled this out of my stash. This is not, I have no vintage lace or anything like that. This is all lace that that I actually purchased from Temu. It really was a wonderful place to buy crafting supplies like lace and you know, this type of embellishments. It just, you know, very reasonably priced and a lot of variety and just very nice. So I cut 3 pieces of lace, which is almost perfect. My page, so the colors could show through a little bit. I had pulled some other colors out and debated on what I wanted to use, but in the end I decided on this because you could see the lace, but yet some of these lovely colors showed through as well. So let me get this glued down. I am going to, if my fabric tack works, I'm going to use my fabric tack. I haven't used it in a few days, so who knows what will happen. Let me get it down here. So I hope everybody's doing great today. I am doing just fine. I have absolutely no complaints. I did watch my little granddaughter yesterday for a few hours, and oh my goodness, she's so cute. But you know, I say that every time, but I really mean it. She is. She is, and she's just growing. You know, she's at that age, that 6-month age, where their brains are really developing quickly, and she's learning new things, and wants to do new things, you know. So it's so exciting to watch her. And I was telling one of the ladies that commented this morning how honored I feel, because my daughter and son-in-law and I, we live together, and I feel so honored that I can be a part of this baby's life on a daily basis. It just is such a real blessing. And, you know, we all say we can't imagine our life without her, and we don't know. It's hard to even imagine how we got along without her before she came. She just brings so much joy to us. So yeah, I can't talk enough about her. I love the way these colors kind of run together, and I wish I were a true artist and could paint. I would definitely use watercolors. I love my watercolors. I love playing with them. I don't do it enough anymore. I'm starting to do it more, and I like that because it is a very, I don't know quite how to describe the feeling that I get when I'm using them. It's just so pleasant. I would say relaxing. Yeah, it is relaxing in a way, but it's more than that. So let's get this lace down, and I probably will use Fabri-Tac on most of this project if it'll continue to work for me. I'm going to lay it on its side so maybe it'll come out a little bit easier. It's hard to tell the front from the back. They look pretty much the same. This is a pretty lace. I'm not sure. I don't believe it's cotton lace. I didn't look at the content, but this is not lined up perfectly, but that's all right. I didn't really intend for it to be. That was one of my intentions. Okay, so if you've watched my channel at all, you know I love these paper dolls. I love these people. This little darling was a fussy cut. And I'm going to use her, and I'm going to put these wings behind her. She's so cute. Someone made a comment on the video that I did the other day about with stamping. This lace just looks all wonky. Stamping and how the little girl I use looks so defiant. Yes, she did to me too. And that made me think of my daughter, my youngest daughter, when she was about 3 years old. No, maybe she wasn't. She wasn't 3 years old. She wasn't quite that old. She was still in their baby stage, but she learned to talk pretty early. And maybe that's a little bit better. I'm not sure. And I loved to sit and rock her in the evenings and read to her. But she got to, I don't know what was wrong going on that one day in particular. And I said, come on, honey, let Mama read to you and rock you, because I just enjoyed doing that so much. And she would not get up on my lap. She wouldn't let me read to her. And she said, no. She just crossed her arms and said, no. And I said, well, you're going to make Mama cry. And she put her hands on her hips and said, just go ahead and cry then. And I didn't laugh at her, but I did laugh inwardly, because it was so funny that this little tiny thing was doing that. So, yeah. And she's not really a defiant girl or woman. She's not. She's very level-headed and all, but that was just kind of a baby thing. All right, I've got butterflies. I've got flowers. I fussy cut some more flowers last night. Oh, and here's another butterfly. Oh, I think maybe I was going to switch it out for this one. Yeah, I think I like this one better. So we're going to put her down there someplace. And I do have flowers. These flowers were a freebie from Pam at Silver and Sparkles. I really enjoy them because they're vintagey, if that's a word. They're vintagey and they're just fun. I think I really enjoy them. I like them a lot. So I just don't know for sure yet. I couldn't decide what I wanted to put on here and how I wanted to put it. Oh. So I'm gone silent here for a moment. I just am thinking about this as I'm maybe something like that. I pulled out some words. With brave wings she flies. I'm going to put that here, cut it down a little bit. And then I can do hard things and soar. My daughter says that to the baby all the time. You can do hard things. You can do it. Need to cut these words down a little bit. And then soar. Okay. I do have some dies here, but they are kind of big, so I think I'm going to stick with these fussy cuts. I just need to ink around these a bit, and then I already inked the little girl. I want to cut this down just a bit. I've gotten some good suggestions in the comments to help with my stamping issues. Like I said in that video, I am just going to sit down and practice. I'm going to put into practice some of the wonderful suggestions that I've gotten and see if I can conquer it. Of course I can. Our next prompt on Monday will be worn, and I don't have a clue what I'm going to do about that. I mean, I really and truly don't. I know I should use my tweezers for this. I always forget that I have them because it would be so much easier to ink these little ones. Well, that wasn't too great of an inking job, but it's okay. I have contemplated many times doing an ASMR video, but I'm just not quite brave enough to do that, and sometimes I don't talk a lot, but I do enjoy, I feel like you're in the room with me and I'm sitting down and I'm going to cut this down a little bit more, like we're having a conversation. So, yeah, I don't like to be completely silent, although sometimes I do get pretty quiet. I kind of obliterated that sore. Okay, that's good. With this ink, maybe I'll just go over it with a black. My prime pen, if I could figure out what I did with them. Oh, this could be a disaster. Well, this is helping a little bit. It'll have to do. I'm not going to. Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better. All right, so let me clean up some of my mess here. Ink around my butterflies. I will be honest, when I'm fussy cutting butterflies, I do not cut out the antennae. It's like, I think everybody can still tell it's a butterfly without the antennae. So I don't feel bad. I know they need in real life, they need those antennae, but we don't need them in a junk journal necessarily. All right, let me clean up some of my mess here. I'll put all these away. Or did I want to use this one? Oh boy, oh boy. I think I'll use the other one. I like this one too, but okay. All right, so let's put our big butterfly down first. Maybe I'll bring it down just a tad more so she can stand on these flowers. Okay, so I guess I'll put it right about here. This Fabri-Tac, boy, you can have a love-hate relationship with it. It can be one of your best friends, or it can turn on you in a heartbeat. Isn't that terrible to say something like that about an inanimate object that put our little darling down. I love to use these paper dolls. I especially love children. I was, you know, I've said before, my nursing career, I was a pediatric nurse and a newborn intensive care nurse. So I have a real love for children. And, just a little bit here. For children, and sometimes just from the looks on their faces or whatever, you can kind of tell a story, you know. I guess I could ink around these flowers. Like I said in the last couple of videos, maybe not the last couple, but in some previous videos, a couple of them, I really do not care for stamping anymore. I used to stamp everything and was so happy to do it, you know, but lately I just, and it's not necessarily because I don't like the look of it. That's not it at all. I do like the look of it. And I think the inking it adds something to it as far as the dimension and everything. But I really like that clean look too. Okay, so let's start putting our flowers down. Put the ones on the bottoms down. Maybe. I'm talking to myself, I'm sorry. Want that. All right, well, let's just try to get them stuck down. This will be tomorrow or Friday's video, and so I'm going to tell you all that I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Hope the weather will be good where you live. Wherever you live, I know it's going to be very hot here. That's summertime in Texas. My thoughts and prayers are still with the victims or the flood in Kernville, and I know there's been other bad weather across the country that has been devastating, so my thoughts and prayers are with these people and their families, especially those that have lost a child or a loved one. Okay, you guys stick down their little feet. And let me tell you something about, you need no artistic talent to do what I did on this paper. It's just, you know, letting the colors run together and spreading them around a little bit. So you can try that if you like. I mean, if you're so inclined to, but let me tell you, you need no special talent to accomplish that. And that's just a simple fact. I wish I were talented in watercolor. Because I know I would really, really enjoy it. But and it may be something that I pursue in the future. You know, you never know. One never knows what lies ahead. Let's take that down there. So if you're enjoying this video, please like and leave me a comment and subscribe if you haven't done so. Oh my, I really am being quiet, aren't I? And my sore is the last one though. Trim this off. Excuse me for the reach. Okay, I'm going to retap this glue recap it before it. Okay, everyone. Try to put things back because it's so easy to have something on your desk and then all of a sudden it disappears. Okay, so here's my page for today. A little girl with her butterfly wings, and with brave wings she soars, I can do hard things. With brave wings she flies, and I can do hard things and soar. So I hope you like it. I certainly enjoy doing it. All right, so it's time for me to get off here. I want to tell you all how much I appreciate you. You've really given me a boost this last several days, and I appreciate it a lot. And I'm hoping to see continued growth as we go along. So thank you all for supporting me and helping me along. I appreciate it ever so much. And I will see you. Oh, I'll be putting up a video on Saturday, and one for Sunday. Christmas in July. I'll just be making a few pieces of ephemera. I think I know what I'm going to do. So if you're interested in that, please come along. And until next time, let me get our verse out for today. He that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in him. 1 John 4:16. I love that verse. There hath not failed one word of all his good promise. 1 Kings 8:56. All right, everyone. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.